Hey, greetings. It's early, so I decided to make a video. You know, I've always told brothers and sisters they need to pack their bags and prepare to go back to the motherland. But the biggest problem that we all have is how do you pack your bags and go back to the motherland? Because if most of the places that we would try to go back to are set up like travel agents, meaning that you're going there just to visit or to spend your money from America, then you're not really preparing to go back to the motherland. What you're doing is you're just a tourist. And a lot of the governments will claim nothing, but the people that are part of the government or live in the country claim you're welcome to come back and it's plentiful there and everything is hunky dory. They're not accurate at all. They don't know how their government run no more than we know how our government run. We know a few things here and there that the lies from the fake newscast give us, but overall we don't know how this corrupt country is working. Nor do a lot of corrupt countries who are allies with America how they working. So just because you running back to the motherland doesn't mean that they still have colonial guidelines within their rules that dictate that you still a slave. You just don't know it. And this is the topic that I'm going to be talking about for a couple of videos, if I may. Okay, you hear people all the time talk about, oh yeah, go to Gambia, go to Ghana, go to Senegal, go to Ethiopia, go to all these different countries. But how many actually have their doors open for you, such as citizenship? You shouldn't have to go through a lengthy process of becoming a citizen if they really want you there. And if they want you to come to their country so freely, how are the people who's living in their country living? How well off are they? Have they abolished public aid, assistance, homeless, hunger, and all that? I doubt it. I'm sure you find some derelict somewhere in the country that is not getting the aid they need. It's not getting the psychology observation they need. They're not getting the proper nutrition. It's always something. I don't know the details because I'm not on that. I'm just bringing it up to remind you. The other thing we have to remember, a lot of governments in other countries are Christian. They are no different than Christians over in this country. So their mentality is set to take away from their culture and where they was before they became Christians. So you can't just run over to another country and not expect to practice the same European ways. So that's kind of contradictory. Then you dealing with property and ownership and safety and education. If all that is directed toward European or Western values, then where are you going back to for real? Now, I talked to a few brothers about going back to the motherland. One brother seemed to be doing it all. I was very, very impressed with him up until he started showing his true colors. And his true colors was basically do it my way or there's no way. I can't work with you unless you cooperate and only follow my instructions, and your thought pattern, your dreams, your admirations is not really conducive to what I want. Therefore, I'm not going to put forth no help to help you. I'm not trying to hear that kind of shit. I'm trying to deal with people who's about bringing our people together any means necessary. And you could tell right away when someone is doing something that's foul when they do not encourage you to build a family, when they do not encourage you to have a foundation, when they encourage you not to try to invest in anything, and will call you stupid if you invest or try to support anybody over here just because you're not thinking from a Western mentality. Everybody don't have to think like Caucasians in order to be successful. And we definitely don't have to think like Caucasians to be intelligent. But unfortunately, we have a lot of Negropeans who dress like they in the culture that is completely Negropean. Everything they talking about is basically with a shade of darkness over it, Negropean.